In this media, you will learn about brain functioning. Identification. Cognitive functions originate in the part of the brain called the cerebrum. It is made up of 4 different lobes: frontal lobe, temporal lobe, parietal lobe, and occipital lobe. Each area carries out specific tasks, most of which serves as cognitive function. Features. The cerebrum is divided by a structure called the corpus callosum that separates the right and left hemispheres of the brain. The surface area itself is made up of nerve cells with nerve fibers running underneath. These fibers transmit signals from cell to cell, as well as to other areas of the brain. Signal transmissions are regulated by chemicals produced by the nerve cells. The chemicals are called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters. Cognitive functions rely on neurotransmitter processes to coordinate the signals sent between the different areas of the brain. The chemicals needed for the functioning of the neurotransmitters are manufactured and released by nerve cells whenever the nerve cells are stimulated. Serotonin, dopamine, and gamma-aminobutyric acid are a few of the chemicals responsible for signal transmissions. Brain hemispheres. Cognitive functions require signal transmissions to travel between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. The corpus callosum is responsible for relaying these signals between the 2 hemispheres. The right hemisphere dominates when it comes to spatial abilities, such as music, face recognition, and visual imagery. The left hemisphere specializes in logical abilities, such as reasoning and problem solving. The limbic system. It is located between the cerebrum cortex and the brainstem, where emotions are regulated. The thalamus, amygdala, hippocampus, and hypothalamus are the structures that make up the limbic system. Sensory information from the body enters in through the thalamus and are then transmitted upward to the cerebral cortex. When stimulated, the amygdala can elicit feelings of fear, aggression, or sexual responses, depending on the circumstances involved. The hippocampus assists in memory process. The hypothalamus is responsible for maintaining the body's homeostasis by regulating when the body is hungry and thirsty, as well as monitoring for pain sensations and responses. The early stages of brain and cognitive development represent a dramatic explosion of neurodevelopmental change as babies learn about their world. The cognitive brain provides an original account of many aspects of cognition. Cognitive abilities are the brain-based skills where we need to carry out any task from the simplest to the most complex. They have more to do with the mechanisms of how we learn, remember, problem solving, and pay attention rather than with any actual knowledge. Any task can be broken down into the different cognitive skills or functions. For instance, answering the telephone involves A. Perception, B. Decision-making, C. Motor skills, D. Language skills, and E. Social skills. A. Perception, hearing the ringtone. B. Decision-making, answering or not. C. Motor skill, lifting the receiver. D. Language skills, talking and understanding language. E. Social skills, interpreting tone of voice and interacting properly with another human being. Thus, you have learnt about the functioning of the brain.